think I'm pretty screwed. uh, because all the empaths and stuff, they believe in God and they believe in the universe and all that stuff and all that whatever. I don't. And they tell me that that's the only way to get anywhere is to believe and uh, that sort of thing. But I don't. I mean, I know there's a God, but I don't believe in him based on uh, many things in my life. Uh, God is a disappointment. God is a disappointment to me, um, and even the narcissists uh, claim God more than I do, way more, uh, for sure. I mean, they're the God people. The narcissists are the ones that are the real pretenders of God. As for me, I don't like God. Based on what I saw growing up, based on what I endured, based on everything I went through, I don't believe in God. Nope. I know there is a God, and I don't understand why he watches this kind of abuse. Uh, like totally watches it, like decades of doing nothing, decades. Not just like, oh, God went on vacation for like a day. We're talking decades of watching this, decades. And I'm still paying the price for it. And and I'll probably always be damaged from my experiences. I'll always be damaged. Uh, my brain will always be screwed up. I'll always be messed up because of crazy people that are going around pretending to be something they're not. Because of those people, I'm fucked up, you know. And so it's not like I'm like, "Oh yeah, God's the answer." I'm not saying that. I mean, God God has helped me, but like I still don't believe in him. I mean, it takes after the bullshit I went through, it takes a lot to get my trust. Even if it's Jesus himself. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? The Jesus of my youth was a disappointment. Very much so. A traitor to anything he said in the Bible. Uh, yeah, that's the first thing that comes to my mind is like, this guy's a total traitor to what he said in the Bible. uh, Based on what I went through as a kid and probably other kids went through as well. They're probably like, this Jesus is full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this isn't right. Where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is Jesus during all these crazy ass shit? Where is he? you know? Uh but in the past few years, Jesus came back from vacation, you know. He came back from vacation all of a sudden and just says, "Oh, I'm going to help you now." He just after decades, he decides to get off his ass, get away from his vacation from whatever he was doing, and to help me. He finally got off his ass and fucking helped me. Decades later, when I didn't need him, I needed him fucking decades ago. I needed Jesus when I was a young kid. You know what I'm saying? Like it's already happened. Everything's already happened. It's over. Why are you helping me? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just you're insulting me. You're insulting me by trying to help me. You're insulting me. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking just take me out, like finish me off like you fucking watched me go through as a kid. Like you had no problem people fucking targeting me as a kid. Finish me off. Get me the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? If I can't be healed, then I, I want out. You know what I'm saying? If you can't heal me, I want out. And I don't care what anybody says. They didn't live my life. They didn't go through what I went through. They didn't put up with what I put up with. No one went through that shit, and Jesus wants to make me think that he went through that shit. I don't think he went through as much as I did. Otherwise, I'd be healed by now. You know, that's what I think. But everybody knows my beef with Jesus. Everybody knows it. It's not a secret. I don't really care about the psychopaths so much. At least they're pretending to care. It would have been nice just to have Jesus pretend to care. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I guess my real beef is with Jesus, not with the narcissist as much. Like, I don't give a fuck about them, really. As long as they don't fucking get near me and do their weird shit and think they own me. I don't have a problem with their. At least they fucking pretended to care. Even though they didn't care, at least they pretended. Jesus didn't even pretend back then. Jesus didn't pretend to care back then. He didn't. I was there. I know. I was left hanging. I was left hanging. I was left hanging back then. I really was. I was left hanging back then by Jesus. And so, anyways, that's all I gotta say. Because I just been mad lately, just mainly at God. You can't even fix any injuries on my body. Like, what the fuck? Why can't you fix any injuries on my body? Why do I have to suffer with this shit? I'm only suffering with this shit because you didn't fucking intervene. All of this is because you didn't intervene. All of this. All the suffering I went through is because God did not intervene. All of it. I tried to destroy myself because God didn't intervene. I didn't give a fuck anymore. God didn't give a fuck, so I didn't give a fuck. I was reflecting God totally. I was reflecting God's behavior towards me. That's what I was doing. God didn't give a fuck, so I didn't give a fuck. Nobody gave a fuck. So all of a sudden, God gives a fuck now. What the fuck? It's just like, fucking A. Just fucking. It's almost worse just to be fucking left hanging right now. Like, fuck. I have no fucking skills. I was taught nothing. You know what I mean? I was just fucking left to fucking suffer at the hands of these individuals and controlled at the hands of these individuals. You know what I mean? And just like, God didn't just say, hey, leave Adam the fuck alone. That never happened. That never happened. He never said, leave Adam the fuck alone like he should have. He never said, back the fuck off like he should have. And I have a high fucking resentment for that. You should intervene for this kind of bullshit. You should intervene. If I'm your child, you should intervene. Back then. I can't go back in time now. It's over. I can't undo all those years. Half my life is gone. Half my life is gone because God didn't intervene. Half of my life is gone because he didn't fucking intervene when he should have. And now he wants me to give a fuck. Now he wants me to give a fuck. Fucking decades later, I'm supposed to give a fuck. I'm supposed to fucking love life all of a sudden. I'm supposed to all magically be all good. Nothing ever happened, Bunch of fucking bullshit. Fucking flowers and roses, like that shit doesn't exist. And fucking what exists is God fucking leaving me hanging to dry. That's what fucking exists. And that's the fucking reality, Fucking left me high and dry. Jesus himself left me high and dry. Jesus him fucking self betrayed me when I was a kid. And that's how I feel. I mean, the psychopath will do whatever. The psychopath will do whatever because they're fucking nuts. But God should fucking step in. God should stop that shit. If a kid's killing himself, it's too much. If a kid is trying to kill himself, it's too much. You know what I'm saying? How many suicides does God want? How many suicides does God want? You know what I'm saying? Fucking intervene on this shit. Unless you want a bunch of dead fucking teenagers on your hands, a bunch of fucking dead adults even on your hands. You know, these fucking psychopaths are fucking killing people. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking killing them because they're targeting people, and they're fucking messing with them. They're harassing them. They're fucking it's fucking verbal assault. You know, it's like constant. It's such bullshit. It's like why am I even here if this shit is even allowed to happen? If this shit is even allowed to happen, why do I even try? If this bullshit's allowed to happen and keep going and just like nothing's wrong, then why the fuck am I trying? Why would I try? The whole world's like these psychopaths. Why would I try? You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to get that off my chest. Fucking A, man. Just I'm not like other empaths. I'm not. All the empaths I've seen are like all into the universe. The universe is so great. God is so great. Jesus is awesome. Not me. I don't give a fuck. I want to know what God was doing during at least the first 20 years of my life. At least the first 20 years of my life, I want to know what the fuck God was doing. Where the fuck was he? Because I was convinced there was no God. If that was the narcissist's goal to convince me there was no God, they achieved it. They achieved it. That I believed that there was no God when I attempted suicide. I just thought it was the end. I'm like, fuck, I'll just flip God off after I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? If my spirit survives death, if my spirit survives after death, I'll just flip God off and just go my way. You know what I'm saying? That's how I fucking felt. That's how I felt about him. Like, fuck you, man. Piece of shit. Fucking watch that kind of bullshit. That's all I want to say. I just want to get that off my chest because fucking this anger, man, just fucking builds up inside me, man. Because, like, I didn't really get a second chance. I really didn't. Uh, God just dragged out, in my opinion, God just dragged out my suffering just like a few more years. That's all God did by blocking my suicide. He dragged out my suffering for a few more years. I had the peaceful death. I had the peaceful death that was checked. That was checked off. I had it. I had the peaceful death, but he blocked my peaceful death. And now I have to suffer even longer. You know what I mean? And face these fucking demons everywhere I fucking go, you know? While I'm fucking injured and I'm fucking barely fucking going, you know, my fucking pisses me off. These fucking hate it here, man. Anyway, I just want to get that off my chest. So later.